Hello everyone, this is the Crazy Man from Ireland, and does your gaming controller suffer from stick drift? If it does, there could be a couple of different things that would be wrong with it, okay? So sometimes dust can get actually in here. There's a small little gap there where the stick goes around, and dust can get in there. So that could be one reason. Another reason would be down in the base of these two sticks here, there is sensors. There's one here, there's one to the front, and one here to the left, and one to the right. And it's the same one here, front, back, left, and right. So there's 4 sensors on this and 4 sensors on this. Now, it depends on what kind of games you're playing. If you're playing aggressively on your controller and you're really hammering your controller like that, you could be after knocking one of the sensors out of line. Now, the way you'd know if you knocked the sensor out of line is if you did like left or right and it really drifted really bad. Now that probably would be a sensor that would be knocked out of line or even broken. The only way to find out if you're after knocking a sensor, as I say, if it's really bad, if you've done that and it's really bad at drifting, you can get someone, if you knew someone that would be good at fixing controllers, open up the controller, and basically if the sensor is after unclipping, you could be able to get a small screwdriver and clip it back in, and that would fix your drift. Now that's one way of that would be one way of fixing one problem with drifting. Now there is another way of fixing drift. So if you go left or right, whichever one it is, it's usually the left one that has the most use. Sometimes, as I said, there's dust gets in here into the little groove right there on both of these, and the dust goes in, and the dust interferes with the sensors as well. Now you'd know if there was dust because if you stick drift, it's really slight and really slow. Okay, so that's probably dust. Now you can try what I'm about to show you, right? So what I do is I get a Hoover. Any Hoover at all. Here is Hetty. So Hetty is going to try and fix my stick drift. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to press down on this, which will make the little gap here a small bit bigger, so I can hoover out if there is dust in there, right? So this is going to be noisy now for a second, alright? So get your hoover like that and put it on there like that. Keep pressing down, okay? Like that for a few seconds, and do the same to the other side there, like that. There you go. Now, if that does not fix your stick drift, the best thing you could do with your controller, I have one of these things here. It's called a bin. Put your controller in the bin like that, right? Now, I'm not going to put my controller in the bin because it's a new controller. But I'm just demonstrating, okay? Now, there is companies out there. I'm not going to say they're a gaming company who sells games. They have shops. I'm not going to mention any names because of copyright and all that. But they can replace your 2 sticks with the sensors here for, I think it's 30 to 35 euros. Okay? Now, would I pay 35 euro to replace these 2 joysticks when I can buy a brand new controller for 60 euro? This, I mean, you could always give it to, sell it to one of your friends. I mean, you could get 15 to 20 euros if it's not that bad, if the stick drift isn't that bad. You might get a couple of quid for it and then put the money towards a brand new controller. But that's it. I mean, if I had really bad stick drift in this, I'm not going to spend 35 euro to get this fixed. I'll just go in and I'll buy a brand new one. But if you liked the video and you thought it was helpful, give it a thumbs up. I'll talk to you all in the next one.